Well, to our first story now, and the suspended Public Procurement Authority boss, Mr. Adjei, has just walked through, actually these past few hours, walked through the solid gates into the office of the Special Prosecutor, where our information is that he has been questioned by interrogators in the office of the Special Prosecutor. It's been hours since he vanished into those gates, accompanied by his lawyers. He's also here with Francis Ahin, who is his in-law, brother-in-law. Now, recall this big story where he was fingered in a documentary produced by Manasseh Azuriawini, an investigative journalist, which indicted him in so many ways in relation to the award of contracts in that documentary that has notoriously gained the title Award for Contracts, rather, for Sale. Now, he has been referred to the Special Prosecutor's Office by the President, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Prior to that, though, the Special Prosecutor had said that he was already investigating this particular case in conjunction with the Auditor General, Daniel Domelovo. Now, Daniel Domelovo has been featured variously and heavily in this particular expose, and he has been speaking. The Commission for Human Rights and Administrative Justice has been doing its own investigation. Joseph Witao, the chairperson of the Commission, has been suggesting, and they've written to the Public Procurement Authority boss, who's been suspended now, to appear before them in 10 days or so to face questioning. But already the Special Prosecutor is going to have his first interrogation, and that has been happening all afternoon. It is a very secretive investigation, as you would expect of an investigative body and a state institution with security, authority and power like the Special Prosecutor's Office, and that has been happening all day long. Now, the information we're picking up again is that the video that was tendered in as evidence by the Office of the President, which is a video that was captured by Manasseh Azuriawini, may not necessarily feature immediately in this investigation, because as we reported to our audience on Citi Newsroom, the Special Prosecutor, Martin Amido, has suggested that this investigation was long in coming. Indeed, it's an investigation he was already conducting before the presidency referred this particular allegation to him. Suffice it to say, the PPA boss is serving a suspension. Various groupings have been calling for him to be removed outrightly. The NDC is the latest. Indeed, 4 political parties, the PNC, the GCPP, the CPP, and the NDC, have all been calling for him to be removed outrightly. Now, this has not happened as yet. Investigations would continue. We are not sure exactly what questions have been asked, but we are certain that the video, which was shot by Manasseh Azuriawini, would not feature, at least for today, in this particular investigation. So this is what we are bringing to you here on Citi Newsroom, the update on what exactly is transpiring. Any moment from now, we are expecting that Mr. Adjei and his brother-in-law, Mr. Francis Ahin, and their lawyers would be emerging from these gates, and hopefully they will be speaking to the media, who has been standing guard all afternoon, waiting to see what exactly transpires behind these heavy doors. Now, Mr. Adjei is not the only person with his in-law who are being investigated and questioned here today. In fact, officials of TDL, now that is a company that has been featured prominently in this particular case, have also been answering questions. Indeed, General Manager of the TDL company, which has Mr. Adjei as a director, revealed that the company was selling some $22.3 million road contract to Kedra Enterprise, which was a fictitious company that was created for purposes of that investigation. Now, that company has succeeded in paying some monies to this TDL, jointly owned by Mr. Adjei and his brother-in-law. Now, these officials have also come here to answer questions. Now, the contract was finally awarded to B. Molly Limited, based in Tamale, a company Mr. Amwa said was a sister company of TDL. So as you can see that the officials have come through, and they have also been questioned, and they've been information actually that we have is that they've been granted bail, and the officials of BMOLE were granted self-recognized bail, and they have since left this office, now moving away. But the officials who are the main persons in this particular case, or the main suspect, if you like, Mr. Adjei and his brother-in-law, are still in the presence of the Office of Special Prosecutor, being grilled, according to information we have, by investigators of this office. Mr. Adjei is emerging out of the Office of the Special Prosecutor after several hours of interrogation with his lawyers. Let's see if we can get some comments from them. Okay. All right, sir. Can we speak to any of you?
Yes.
Okay, I believe that should be the lawyer.
some time.
Good afternoon, sir. Welcome to Citi Newsroom. What's your name?
Good afternoon. My name is Lawyer Bo. And
Augustine.
Augustine Sobo. And I am representing TDL and then Mr. A.B. Amoa. We've been here. We spent just about an hour.
Representing A.B. Amoa. Who is A.B. Amoa?
Sorry, A.B. Adjei. That's the man that we are looking for. But we've been here and they've asked us questions and nothing has happened. We don't know anything about A.B. Molly. Well, whoever has bought a contract from us, that person should come out. It's a contract for sale. Yes, so the person who has bought a contract should come and tell us that I bought a contract from TDL. We haven't sold any contract.
Manasseh Azuri Awini said he introduced a company called Kedra and that your organization you represent.
Let him show a signed contract that TDL has entered into an agreement with his company. Let him show it.
He said he paid 5,000 cedis as
a
secure...
matter where he paid money to. He can go ahead and pay money to people on his way. Has he paid money to TDL or because he's seen a receipt issued by somebody in the name of TDL, so he has an evidence to show that he has paid money to TDL? TDL is a company, that's a chief executive, you have management there. So who did he pay the money to?
He's not an ordinary somebody, he's a general manager.
He paid money, he went to the company, paid money to a manager of the company, he paid money to a boy who is working there in the absence of the CEO, and by that he can come. For instance, you can come to my office or Bominter & Co. and come and have a deal with my clerk and bind me with a deal? You're not serious.
So why are you here? My question is that if you are saying virtually there's no case, why are you here at the Special Prosecutor's office?
Yes, you have to respect the laws. If you are invited, you must come.
So there's a reason why he's been invited?
Of course.
Yes.
We have been here. They have interrogated. They have found out. We don't have any contract for sale. Who has bought a contract? Who has bought a contract?
Counsel, are you suggesting that general managers don't represent companies?
You must be shocked because there's no contract for sale. We have not sold any contract. B Molly, we don't even know them. We don't know them. They don't know us.
So
you see, you are shocked. There is nothing there. This is another fabrication in this country. It is because it is. That is an interview that they change it. That's nothing.
What do you mean by they changed it?
You can ask B Molly and find out whether they know TDL. Find out. Don't even ask me. You won't believe it. So find out from B Molly whether they know TDL.
It's a conflict of interest situation, sir. That is what has been.
Where is the conflict of interest? Where is it?
That your client sits at the procurement authority as a boss, but also has a company which goes through the PPA, which has to give it clearance. How do you justify these two or reconcile these two?
You have a company that is dealing in procurement, that is supplying goods, that is registering or doing business in the country. He's a shareholder. He has resigned. It is on record.
When did he resign?
It is there on the record.
When
Find out from the record. The one who publishes should bring it out to Ghanaians, including myself, because I also read it and I condemn an innocent person. I read it, I heard it like the way you are going to hear it. I believe him until I had a brief. And I was shocked, and I've been shocked now that we only discredit people. I'm even afraid of myself. I don't even know what you're going to say.
Counsel, does your client regret any action he took?
He regrets the way you have tarnished his image. He has not taken any legal action. We have been here. We will continue to come. And you will see whether there's going to be anything.
Under what conditions are you leaving the office of the Special Prosecutor?
Is he on bail?
Oh, of course. When you're invited by the police, they have to charge you. And charge you with an offense.
So
and
what
when they charge you, when they charge you, you have to grant you bail. And the bail terms will tell you the severity of the matter.
What has he been charged with?
It's about the same selling of contract. But they have, we've done the investigation, we've done the interrogation, we have answered them.
Do you have the specific charges? Can you show
that is it.
What were the
selling
specific
of contract? Under the criminal under the criminal code. It's there.
Was he the only one who was charged?
No, we came with a partner.
So what kind of bail was he granted?
Self-recognizance bail, of course. What is happening? There's nothing wrong.
It was granted.
It's just a publication. I also believe it when I also read it, when I heard it.
What
22 million. The highest amount that TDL has ever gotten as a contract. 1.9.
What about Francis?
Ghana cedis. There's nothing like dollars.
Cedis or 1.9 million.
1.9 million Ghana cedis. That's all. And even no money has even been paid by the government in respect of those contracts that TDL has executed. And those that if it is like what we all believed, that the contracts are being awarded by himself to his company, you won't apply for about 15 contracts and win 5. You would have won all. And they even don't even award contract. Remember that.
What time did you report yesterday?
We came about 10, but we only had a short time.
Were you treated well?
Where are you living?
Oh, likely. Why not? There was not. We were in a queue, so we had to wait.
Thank you. That's Mr. Augustine Obuo there. He's lawyer for Mr. Adjei Nim Boatin Adjei, who has just walked out, as you can see, with his brother-in-law, and they have been, answering questions from the office of the Special Prosecutor all day long.
The public is simply speaking words of untruth.
Do you regret anything you have done in office?
I regret the way I'm being crucified for doing nothing.